Shoot, what was I gonna do?
Introduction.
What's up, everybody? It's gonna be, I think, October 15th. It's gonna be a bit of a Wednesday afternoon here. We're gonna get on with Tualatin Esports. It's gonna be Valorant. It's going to be a 5v5. I think we're just getting ready here, starting to pick maps, making sure everyone's getting to go. So we'll be here to start shortly. I'll be commentating. My name's Lucas, and my guy in the chair. All right, we're going into the first game, transitioning into here right now. It is going to be Abyss. This is going to be a standard custom best of 13 right now. So currently we have one screen down, but we're actually going to be getting into this and see what everyone's picking in. So already looks like we're getting some hovers on instantly seeing Sage, ISO, Clove, Omen. Still waiting on the player number 4 to get in. Looks like we're going to get an ISO switch back into Gecko and Devise. We're going to get an instant Sage lock-in. Still being hovered over on everything. So, Sage, I think Sentinel. So we already have a Sentinel locked in. We already got Smoke, so we're looking for probably a Duelist, maybe not a Sentinel. Be a Yoru hover from Nons over there. Back to Gecko, so... And then Mortalist is going on to ISO, so I think that might be the team comp for today. Some jokes about 4 duelists over here. 20 seconds to lock in agents. We're still hovering. We're still waiting on player number 4 to lock in somebody. Even a hover. Even a hover would do just perfectly fine. 10 seconds. Ball right. Okay, looks like as we're getting into here, might actually just be a random, but looks like we're gonna have Sage, Gecko, ISO, Omen, and forgot his name. Teho. There we go. And that is going to be it. Going into this, looks like their opposing matchup, we're gonna be having Clove, Chamber, KO, Raze, and ISO. So we're looking at double duelist, initiator, controller.
They get in my way.
Alright, we're going in here. Looks like we're going to be the first ones on attack. We're going to be starting off with the spike. I see D1 Whiffer here already buying out smoke, making sure to get a TP, going out for that ghost. Spectating onto Nons here. Going out with the util, holding spike. I think that's honestly probably the best for Gecko to be holding the spike, just because that wingman's just really going to be able to get in there and plant that. And looks like, from my perspective, they're going for an A push. Going down to A main, probably planning on bridge. That is arguably the best place to be planning. Seeing a couple ghosts. Most people went for the classic here. Looks like Omen's going to be going for the smoke up top in A tower. Omen sending out the smoke now, sending out another one into backside. So we're going to get a close-up on Omen here as he goes in. Hovering that TP, looks like Game Geek's going to go down. He's going to teleport up top. It was actually quite a nice teleport. He is actually going to go down to Raze though.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Looks like everyone's going to be down, and Sage, not able to get that heal off in time, is also going to go down. Flawless victory for the defenders, 5-0, but obviously still the first round of 26, so we have a lot of time, potentially even going into an overtime here, so 0-1's not going to mean anything right now. I think there's some switching over here, just getting a different mouse in. But back on to Omen here. Omen's going to be going full util. I think going back from that ghost. Nope, sticking with the classic here. No shield. Teho's going to be sticking bomb this time, not Gecko, and they're actually going to be going for a B push. I want to say Teho's going around. I want to say someone's going to go up.
Cover going out.
Looks like they're smoking. Their enemy clove smoke too, except there is quite a wide gap in there. Looks like that clove smoke's going to disappear any second now. Omen sending out his other smoke. Team starting to push up. 2 kills instantly. One with the Guardian, one with Chamber util. Is now going to be looking into a 2v5. Find ISO, not able to pick him off, doing a 26 to him. Second loss for Tualatin. But it's still looking up, you never know. Instantly I'm seeing a Phantom from Omen here. I think a Spectre from ISO, Guardian. Looks like we're getting some settings changing here. Something's not working out. We will make the comeback. It's gonna happen. Honestly, I think we're looking up for Tualatin.
Can someone buy me, please?
Omen going with the Ghost, actually. We saw that little bit of a Phantom hover. KO is actually going to get his knife throw in. That's actually going to kind of break this entire thing, because now the other team knows we're here. They're going to go in. Nons with a Guardian kill there. Omen with kill is going to get flanked. And it looks like Gecko's going to be taken out there with a Stinger. 3v3, 3v2 now. Mortalist being able to take out one with the Guardian. Gotta love the Guardian kills. One tap headshot, I mean, like most weapons, but something about using the Guardian is just crazy. We're going to be getting a close-up of... We're going to get a close-up of ISO here. This is going to be some Mortalist. Pushing up. Teho with bomb. So they're going to start the plant, actually. Guardian peeking. That Sage wall is going to come in. That is actually going to help out quite a lot. A couple nerfs rolling out to Sage, actually. All right, 1v3 here. Sage being able to take out that chamber. So we're actually starting to look up. The stabilizer going, double tap going out. And the util from TuHS able to take out Raze. That was a good round for everybody. Only losing 2 players, bringing it back up 1-2. So obviously from that round, we're not going to have to buy much here.
Reloading.
Obviously a couple of people are going to be able to stick with the Guardian, like ISO down there. We're seeing a Vandal on the top left from Sage, and it looks like they're going to be going mid. Mid to B is what I'm hearing from them right now. Omen's going to be sending a smoke out. I think a lot of them going with Guardians here.
Going out.
Might be a bit of a Phantom. Yeah, a bit of Guardian gameplay.
Spike down mid.
Nanja's also going to be going out, getting, quote, aimed at by Clover over there. Looks like that Sage orb, or orb is going to be picked up by Sage. Close enough. Switching to the Phantom, Omen's going to be able to pick off a kill. They're 4v3, so still very manageable. We're looking at almost full util for everybody.
Last player standing.
Going down. Oop, Omen's going to be able to get a kill there. Still looking at full HP, full util. 1 kill away from ult. Holding Spike. Short TP. Chamber's going to be able to catch him. Able to take him out with that left click on the classic there. So it's a good round for everybody.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged?
I think we're just working on getting used to the team, getting used to the map, even though Abyss has been out for quite some time now. TuHS, one of the newer agents, obviously, but his util, I feel like really can make plays out there, especially with the bombs. I think Omen's a great smoke. I mean, I feel like without all the nerfs coming out, don't know when that is, but I feel like a lot of these agents are going to have to be played a bit more decisively. So, surprisingly, no bomb to Gecko, despite Wingman. It looks like TuHS is going to be holding it. Omen's in-store going out to smoke. KO Knife was going out, but they were able to stop in time. Still kind of a bit of a knowledge that they are here. Omen's going to be teleporting out. It's planting. Gecko's going to be gathering up his util. They're going to be holding this angle here. Sage is going to be walling off an area over there. I think walling off B ring. Chamber with the operator is going to be able to get off 2 of them. We're going to see an ult come out. Dizzy's going to show up. Send him right there. Looks like the Raze is going to be able to get 2. But that TuHS ult and util is able to take out 1 of them at least. It's going to help with economy over here. Looking at economy from a couple of these leaderboards, it looks like the defending team is actually going to have quite up a bit, but they're not going to have to buy much, which is going to lead to them saving more. So I think we're going to start to see maybe some saving from Tualatin, from attacking team. I think looking from here, we're going to go back to an A push here. Obviously, I feel like A is just such a great place to hold, especially when you plant off bridge, because there's just a lot of like utility that you can use on A bridge that's just really going to help. Here we're actually going to see Gecko's going to be holding Spike again. Obviously, again, Wingman's just going to be able to go live. Ray's going out there. Ray's able to get off 1 with that ult. The nade also not helping. I think we're all going to be Vandals. Stinger and a Spectre up top, obviously the better save option. Looks like Sage is going to be able to get 1. Hiding off in that is going to be able to get 1. Picks up the Vandal and Spike. Probably better to get out of there. Oh my god. A clutch head tap. Looking at 10 HP, 1v2. Obviously, I don't think the HP really matters here. It's just very manageable no matter how you're playing that well. Is gonna die from fall damage there. Ball.
I know.
Fall damage is gonna be able to take him off at 10 HP. Alright, looking back up here. So obviously again we're seeing on the right 15 to the cell for Omen there, being able to take it out. ISO ISO close to ult is going to be able to get that 1v1 in, which could help bring it down to 4v5, bring it down from 4v3 to 3v3. Gecko's holding Spike again. Omen obviously good with the Vandal, one with the Guardian.
Spike down
That
mid.
op from Chamber. Obviously Chamber's like the operator, like the one who snipes out of all the agents. In Valorant. His util is just completely built off it. I mean, his ult is an operator itself. Looks like a bit of a split, but I think we're heading towards B right now. Omen's got partial util. Omen's going to be able to get an absolute great pick off there, bringing it back down to 3v4. Good shots by KO from the other team, able to take him out mid-fall there. There's going to be a flash coming in. Mortals is going to be able to take out one.
Player standing.
Going out for that double tap. Now has a 1v1 as well. Not going to see him up top. Honestly, I think great teams are playing both
Killing them is
super
easier
well.
than all these radio announcers.
Obviously 1 to 6, but sometimes it's just not how it works. Sometimes defense is just a lot easier. Sometimes attack is a lot easier. So even if there is a bit of a gap created, we're still going to be able to look at a role swap and then maybe a bit of a comeback from Tualatin, or maybe the comeback could start here. We don't know yet. First to 13 is going to swap, so we're 7 rounds in. This is going to be the 8th round. Then we're looking at a Vandal from everybody, Bulldog for Omen, Spectre for Sage. Omen going out for the smokes off mid. Omen's just going to be, we see one of them. It's going to be very obvious that we have, okay, ISO now in the 1v1. Chamber does have, Chamber able to take him out with the clash hit.
Player standing.
Chamber was the one with the operator holding that. They needed a flawless victory for the other team.
Forgive me if I overextend. Old habit.
Looks like full util, Guardian, regen shield for Omen. Full util, I think Sheriff for Ice over there, full util, Guardian, small shield for Gecko. And looks like a Vandal, no shield, partial util for Sage up there. And we're going to have 3 ults this round. I mean, obviously we just saw the ISO ult there against Chamber, but we're also going to have Gecko, Sage, and Omen. Obviously Omen being able to set it for crazy plays, being able to TP on Spike and grab that from wherever, and just kind of help set up plays. I think we're going to see a Gecko ult here, but not, he's going to throw up Dizzy there. A TP onto A tower. So we're going to be looking at the ult here. Obviously, ult's not able to do a whole lot there, but obviously for Gecko, you can recover that. Looks like Gecko's going to recover it. He's going to get swung by 2, though. No more ult now. Looks like the Clove ult is coming out, as well as the KO, which is kind of useless in this scenario. It's not a necessary ult. We're going to see a kill by Teho there. Great kill on ISO. But just like the wide swing from all of them is not really going to... It's kind of one of those situations where you just need to have, like a blessing from like the heavens above for that one. Like through heaven and earth alone, you're gonna have to be the honored one for that one. I think there's some talks about getting Clove out of the way. I feel like Chamber's got to be a target up there. Chamber's just what that operator is. I feel like you're just getting tiny picks, but his whole kit is built for that. Looks like that Razor Grenade's gonna come out. I think dinking the Sage a little bit, dinking Gecko too, but not too much damage. Not too much that's gonna make a game-changing difference. 4v4 looks like Isa's gonna be able to get a kill there, and one of them got a kill off of Teho.
Your duty is not over.
Looks like we're actually gonna see that Sage ult coming in with the res of Teho. Clove coming out with the smoke on the back, and then Sage is going to run back to grab that org. Honestly, a smart play, because I feel like the Sage being able to revive somebody really brings it back, especially right here. We have a 4v1 going on. Would have been a 3v1, maybe even less, but that Sage ult obviously brings back another person for more aid. So we're going to watch as KO tries to do something. 3v1 here, down to a 2v1. And Omen's going to be able to take him out successfully, giving us a second win, bringing it down to 2-8. That was round 10.
You compromise your position, you hand
I
them
feel like Omen's probably going to be a bit of a MVP this round so far. I feel like just kind of doing the most. Looking at 8 out of 9 KD best. Obviously, Sage is going to have the best economy, not having spent anything so far. We have 3 more ults now. ISO ult's coming back. Omen ult we still haven't seen, and Taeho ult's coming back.
You
So
want to play? Let's
Omen going
play.
for the strat where smoking off tower and then teleporting up into it, which
Spike
does
down
work quite
A.
well. Just kind of waiting for that. Raze ult's coming out. Looks like Chamber's using his ult as well, so just another operator, which is not going to be able to do much. Mortalist my king, being able to get a pick out the Raze over there.
Shadows traveling. There.
2 smokes coming out. Omen's going to be teleporting into one of the smokes up top.
Spike
And
down
KO with
A.
the
Last
2 there,
player
KO with
standing.
the 3. Surrounded on either side. Not able to do much, but a great try from Omen there. I think Tualatin, I think both
Last
teams
round
actually
in the half.
playing super well here. This is going to be last round out of the half, so after this we're going to be switching on to defense. They are going to be switching on to attack. I feel like in Valorant especially, this is like go big or go home. You just spend everything. So we're going to be seeing big buys from both teams. Better guns, large shields, as much util as possible.
Dream big, make it happen.
Gecko's pretty far away from ult. There's no way to be able to recover that. Sage probably could with enough kills and probably an orb, but we're still looking at ults from Taeho, ISO, and Omen. So we still have not seen that Omen ult this game. Great kill onto ISO there. Just clean, calm aim. I think let's talk about a rotate. They're rotating. Omen obviously going back to the same smoke strat over here. Smoking off tower and backside this time, not trying to go for up top. I think they're going to have to fall back a little bit. That Raze ult, honestly, doing the tiniest tick damage, but not enough to do anything. Looks like they're going to rotate again. Omen's actually going to use his ult, so this is that use of the Omen ult there. I think Spike given to Gecko. I feel like a lot of different uses out of the Omen ult there. Omen is going to go out there after clearing B site. It's going to be doing 42 KO standing on tower.
30 seconds left.
Nons with the good kill on KO there, bringing it down to a 3v3. Obviously in this situation, Taeho does also have ult, which can make a good play off of whether or not they're trying to defuse or they're trying to actually get to Spike in the first place. So obviously this is going to be the decider between a 3-10 or a 3-9 or 10-2. But obviously nothing too game breakable. Obviously anything is comebackable.
Launching missile.
We're gonna be getting a close up on Sage. He does have the heal. Taeho's gonna use his utility to be able to get 1 kill, and I think that ult's coming out.
Missile deployed.
Coming back. Obviously holding.
Last player standing.
And I think we're gonna be playing off the time here. Spike defused last second. That was 15 seconds. 0.15 seconds.
Switching sides.
Barely any time left. That Yuta was just barely not able to stall long enough. Yeah, so we're gonna be seeing that side switch. Obviously,
Sorry. Inside joke.
we're gonna be going on the defense now, defending from the opposing team. So I think this is where it gets a lot different because util becomes a lot different here too. Obviously there's no spike, so wingman obviously becomes more as kind of like a where people at, just kind of like a stun rather than something used primarily to plant the spike here. Omen smokes are obviously just going to be able to try to blind the team, stop angles, and have them come through the smoke so we can get off picks from them. So util is just going to change a lot here. Obviously again, like Sage Wall is going to be able to stop them. ISO's, I think a lot of the duelists have about the same role, just kind of being able to push. A couple ghost plays, I think mainly classic, like Gecko's going out there with the classic. We have one holding B, I think. One holding B, but it looks like a rotate. I think they're pushing A. That KO knife just barely able to miss. Sage is gonna be able to get a kill off of Clove there. ISO with the kill on KO. Bringing it down to a 5v2. We're gonna be able to get 4 kills instantly just leaving chamber. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes defense is a lot easier. Sometimes attack is a lot easier. This was the map we wanted to play too, so I think anything can happen. This is kind of what we wanted. This is what we're used to. I think they're spotting sights at chamber. Chamber's TP destroyed. Holding everything. I think as long as Tualatin holds spike Q, not a whole lot he can do. I think we decided him. He's gonna be coming out, binding him. A flawless victory for Tualatin there, getting having all 5 of them survive, bringing it down to 3-10. So this could be the start of a comeback. I mean, sometimes I feel like defense is just so much easier when you're kind of defending. You can kind of just pick out some of these plays because obviously KO's gonna use knife to get intel. Cloves smokes, Chamber's gonna be holding back, ISO's gonna be pushing, Raze is gonna be pushing. So a lot more of just things to do. We're gonna go off into the round start here. Flash at Dizzy there. Gecko's just gonna be kind of holding that make sure instead of just instantly throwing out Dizzy, which I think is just the better play overall. Wasting it as much as Gecko can recover his util, I think it's just a better play overall, just to kind of save it, because it really does put you in the open sometimes when you're using that.
Cover going out.
Wall raised.
Grenade is live.
Last player standing.
I'm ready.
I think we're seeing a wipe in the last round. Obviously 11-3 now. Kind of not much. Obviously Sheriff played from ISO. That Sheriff's definitely kind of one of the bigger weapons. Again, same with like Sheriff, Guardian, Vandal, Phantom, all able to do massive damage. Just kind of with the head tap too. So you kind of just have to have that aim. Looks like a Sage Wall going out for Gecko to use the shotgun, but Gecko's just gonna fall back. I think it is going to be a B push with two players with shotgun here.
Spike planted.
Absolute jump scare for Gecko there. Clove kind of going off crazy with the Guardian.
Last player standing. Flawless.
No ace though, so obviously at the end of the day, no matter how many kills per someone can get, as long as they don't get the ace, it don't really matter.
Point.
I feel like it don't really matter.
If I may, I'll go in first.
Match
Been out there now.
point. So I was right in the beginning, yeah. Best of 13, 3-12. But obviously, you know, anything can happen. Non's coming out with the I believe in us. I believe in Tualatin too. I mean, like, come on. Crazy team. I mean, like VALORANT. Like, come on. Instantly, Sage Ball coming out to block off A push. 2 of them holding B, which I feel like is just kind of the norm. Knowing that they pushed B last time, but we have Sage holding 1. The calm aim from Gecko over there. But Clove is going to get taken out anyways. That KO knife, yeah, able to detect 1. Dizzy's going to be able to blind out Chamber over there, able to take out Chamber instantly. There comes the KO bomb. So we know where KO bomb is. I think that's going to be an A push. Mid to A, mid to B, either one. I think they're leaning towards B because obviously we see Sage holding her own.
One enemy remaining.
KO with the operator, and is now going to be a 1v3. KO with the op. But obviously with all this, able to switch, and Omen is going to be able to look at KO and just absolutely take him down.
Spike spotted mid.
I didn't bring a snack. Did anyone bring a snack?
I think hearing the talk from the other team, what we're seeing last time is not going to be as much corner check, or maybe more corner checks from the other team, knowing that Gecko is hiding behind their incredible ability to hold back and just watch as that happen. Omen was able to get that kill, but even if not, Gecko would have been able to get that trade instantly, just because Cove had zero idea where he was. Sage again coming back with the same wall strat, able to block off A pretty well, and just able to rotate back instantly to mid without having to have that fear that they're going to rush an A, because that wall does have quite a bit of HP. Obviously, out of everybody, Sage is going to be able to come in, get detected by the KO knife. Omen there with 1 kill. Using the Phantom on Flo, we're going to see that ISO you took him out. That allows us to help where ISO is. Teo's going to be taken out by Chamber. It looks like it's going to be a B push. We're looking at a potential possible ace coming from here. Still looking at max HP, 2 kills down. Omen with the ult now as well.
Watch them run.
But obviously there's kind of just that, like, you gotta realize that
Cover going
that kind of puts everyone on edge.
30 seconds left.
I want to think, just coming from this scenario, possible ability for them to go A, especially with just the no signs of plant, no sound of it. So there could be a possibility of a rotate. And yeah, there comes that plant in. So they did end up rotating through A. Omen's going to have to go through mid here. Could go all the way around. Obviously, there's a couple angles you want to be careful of. Right there, obviously they do see him. Someone's going to make use of that teleport.
Shadows traveling.
And a great try from Tualatin, but it's going to be 4-13 with a defeat for us, the Wolves, the Tualatins. It's going to be a great game, though. Super fun to watch from everyone. Super great to play. So I think 4-13, great game from everybody. I think Tualatin played that super well, too, obviously. I think getting the majority of the wins from defense, I think just comes from just whatever you feel comfortable playing. But that is going to be Valorant, Tualatin, Esports. So good job to everybody.